Well, it's been a little bit since I did a update of my games room, so I thought since I change stuff up fairly often that it would be good to post an update. There's been multiple changes since the last one, which was, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 months ago or around there. So let's go for a little tour. Finally got a black hole set up. It's out of the middle of the games room. It used to be right there. And I decided to move it over to this spot, which is not very convenient because it's 2 feet from the steps. So there ain't going to be any getting anything up or down the stairs while this is here. So this is basically just temporary. I wanted to, mainly I was going to have a human or two come by and play some pinball tonight, and thought that I would spend some time to get the room organized, which is, it's been a disaster for so long. It's nice to see everything on, the aisle clear, and you know, this is basically league ready. I have a couple little tweaks I got to do here and there, but and a couple machines are technically down, but maybe 3. But I could host a league night right now, no problem. But that ain't gonna happen for who knows how long. But yeah, so finally got one of the many black holes that I've acquired. Pretty much good to go. I got the minorest of tweaks to do, and then just a bunch of play testing. But there it is. Finally, spinning new like spinny disc in the back there, new motor for that. So it's doing its thing. And yeah, very happy that this has finally come together. And you know, I've got previous videos on the shenanigans with Black Hole and even with Explorer. This is a rare game from Italy, and I know of one other one in existence, and that it is in Italy. And I reached out to the guy and asked him if he might happen to have schematics for this machine, which is, talk about a needle in a haystack. You know, you discover one other of the same machine in a far, far away country and see if you can get schematics. I was not successful yet, but this is actually playable. I wouldn't put it in a league or tournament yet, but I cleaned up the playfield recently. But I will be doing another video on this once I get it fully working and figure out how all these rules work, and do some gameplay action on this very unique game. And then my poor Pinball Magic, why are you crashing all the time? I've been working on this on and off for a good year, and I've got the playfield done, I've got the cosmetics done. I just got a couple electrical issues left. I have a new power supply board coming from Australia. I'm going to change out that whole sucker and see if that stops the machine from resetting. I've had that issue since day one, thought I solved it. Seems that it came back once I installed Color DMD, but I can't say for certain if that is related or not. I should kind of pan over these machines a little bit, especially Pinball Magic, because it's such a cool, beautiful game, really. I mean, so many mechs and toys. Capcom got into the game late, but they didn't go chintzy. These things are packed full and weigh a shitload. And then I have done a gameplay video on TX Sector. That's still in the lineup. It's been here for quite a long time. I've been doing ICR pinball challenges lately, and been picking TX the last few times because the score to achieve is 1.9 million, and I find that relatively obtainable, unlike some of the other scores, like 400,000 on hot doggin. That's crazy talk. I can't do that anywhere near a regular basis. 1 in 30 games maybe. Still have Monopoly. It is a staple in the collection. You know, basically poor man's Addams Family, but I don't know. I would vouch that it's possibly a better game than Addams Family, although I've played Addams here and there. But I have one in storage that I'll be bringing in soon and doing a full shop restore on that, and then I'll really know the true difference. I just play at other people's houses, but you don't really get to thoroughly get intimate with the game until you've actually owned it and torn it apart and put it back together again and played the crap out of it. But I think Monopoly is basically Addams Family 2.0, you know, with a similar layout and whatnot. And it's achievable to get to the wizard mode. I actually had to put it a little bit more difficult because I was getting to it a little bit often, and I started to worry I might get bored of it, but nope, not yet. And X-Men. I haven't actually played a whole lot of X-Men lately, but I kind of got a little, you know, getting to this wizard mode is impossible. I've never done it, and I tried to change the settings to make it a little easier, but yeah, I haven't been able to quite do that yet. So maybe we'll play some tonight and see if we can make some progress on X-Men. I got my miscellaneous pinball art and trophies and stickers and decals everywhere. Then Fishtails, this is fairly recent in the collection. I guess I have my flash on, don't I? I didn't mean to, but oh well. It's probably a good thing. I just gotta watch the glare. So yeah, this Fishtails turned out real nice. I'm playing the crap out of it. We played a lot last Saturday, and there's a couple minor tweaks I have to do on this. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I think it was that middle pop bumper is not being very responsive, so I'm gonna have to get under the hood, see if a wire popped off or something. And then the right flipper just stuck on me, just a smidge here and there. They're fully rebuilt, but I'm thinking it might be the opto interrupters just not springing back to life like it used to when it was installed like 20 years ago, 30 years ago. But yeah, this game turned out real nice, and it's really fun. And there's actually a lot more to do on this than I initially thought. You know, you got your multi-ball, you got your monster fish, but you collect gear throughout the machine, throughout the game, and then if you smash the ball and collect all the wards in the middle, you can sell your gear. And then you got your feeding frenzy, you got your rock the boat, you got your video mode, you got your telling your tales, you got your stringer of fish. There's a lot more than meets the eye in this game. It's really fun. And my Funhouse, I've had that for a while now. I've been through every nut and bolt on this bad boy, and it needed it, but came out nice, and it's another staple. I mean, I don't play it as much, but when I do play it, I love it, and I don't know, I don't really see any good reason to sell it. I'd probably rather have this than, you know, some $100 bills. Well, it would be a lot of $100 bills, but, you know, I'd rather have the machine than the cash, basically, is what it boils down to, because Funhouse, it's classic, it's pinball, it is Rudy. Walking Dead, this is one that's been an ongoing problem for me. I just seen Ken LaPointe's name on the scoreboard there. I still haven't knocked you off. Ken, you bastard, shout out. My excuse is that the machine's been intermittent. I've got opto intermittent issues that I'm still working on. Stern still hasn't responded to me, and I've sent 2 separate emails to them. Where are you, Stern? Why didn't you reply to me? You just don't have an answer for me, or what? But I've tried 2 separate times now. But I have a couple things I'm going to try. Eden Stam, shout out, sent me a couple tips, so I'll do those tips and see what happens. Okay, so Harley Davidson. This is fairly new in the collection. Again, another complete teardown and rebuild. Fully LED as I do, and it's a very fun game, lots to do. And actually, this is probably going to be leaving in the near future, and that might make space for my Stern Pirates of the Caribbean, which I got off Brian, shout out. So Nick, if you see this, this could be yours. We got to talk some turkey, but it may be. Okay, and then Hot Doggin. I had Ray over last Friday, and you see this collection I've got. What did Ray and I do? We played hot doggin for 3 hours straight. Like, because hot doggin is amazing. Love hot doggin. It's not going anywhere. It's in beautiful condition, and it's an equalizer too, right? It's not a game where one person just crushes the other person consistently. I think I had Ray up 10-4, and then he came back like 14-10, and then like it was battle back and forth. He won like 7 straight on me. Damn you, Ray. Johnny Mnemonic, again, this is one of the longest machines in my collection. So much to do in this game, so much fun. You know, I've had paid my dues with the glove. I rebuilt that when I first got it and tweaked it here and there. Lubricated the shaft, that's right, I said that. And I haven't really had any problems in a long time, so knock on wood. And once that's working, and if you have that dialed in, Bob is your uncle. Such a fun game. And last night, was it last night? Yeah, it was. I went under the hood because the left flipper stuck on me just for a millisecond last weekend. So I wanted to go see what that was all about. And one of the screws had worked its way out of the coil stop. Strangely, I guess it just happens. So once I got in there, next thing you know, I rebuilt both flippers. So that'll be nice and fresh and snappy for tonight. And then I've got my night moves with the faux fireball head. This has been a table of parts for a long time, so I think we should actually get into some night moves because night moves is awesome. Yeah, so that's the games in the main room. I might as well do a quick little tour of my rafters again because, ouch, I bonked my head. Oh, I might as well talk about that then. Headbangers Club. We got a low riding post here, and if you bonk your head on the ductwork here, you get your name on the board. So there's J. Just use your high score initials. Ick, Ray, Kyle, Candace, Rob, Joe. Corey was here the other day. There he goes. Corey, you are up to 11 bonks now. And there, Melvis, that's Matt McGoffin. So if you bonk your head on this, you get your name on the Headbangers Club. And I'll have to mark one up for myself there because I just bonked. But yeah, so there's that. But yeah, so I pretty much plastered every square inch that I can with miscellaneous pinball stuffs. A couple new things over here, thanks to Chris, shout out. McKinley sent me some awesome stuff here. This is like some Stan Fukuoka cards. He's the guy who did a lot of the art on Capcom games. There's this, what is it, Thunderbirds? Or no, shit, maybe I put the name on the other side. It's something Cats, I forget now. Who is that by? Junkyard Cats. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't remember them coming out with anything, but look at this. Who puts their Monster Bash thing on friggin' upside down? You silly boy, I gotta redo that. And yeah, so another thing Chris sent was this, which is awesome, lapel pins for classic Stern ladies. Tommy Skinner does those. I think he's still doing them. So you can purchase those. They are limited though, so I don't know how many are left, but you know, I got my pop cap rafter. If I go too fast, it gets a little blurry. I got my promotional plastics rafter. No, you can't have any. Maybe, well maybe if I have a double, but if I have a single only, I gotta keep it. And just because I have double biplanes, you can't have one of those either, because 2 biplanes is better than 1. Isn't that cool? Indiana Jones action. Yep, so just stuff everywhere, which is fun. Custom art from the nieces and nephews. And So I normally have anywhere from 3 to 4 machines set up in the back room, but it's basically a workshop right now, and there's Pinball Magic resetting again. So yeah, this is pretty much a black hole workshop right now. My tag team is completely playable, but it's not exactly accessible right now. And I will get to my Dracula soon. It's actually 90% done. And my white water is working, but I gotta give it a complete tear down. And that one I am dreading, because I have, it's got 7 ramps, and if you buy the new set, it's a lot of shenanigans to get them to all line up and be perfect. So some miscellaneous parts, bins and bins of stuff. I even have some spare bins, drawers here for more parts when I need. And then my other shelf here is all kinds of pinball hardware and plastics and you name it. Keeps the collection up and running. And fridge with some art. I just put this up today. My Revenge from Mars promotional flyer there, which is a nice, cool, long one. And then these are relatively new too. Some original Spider-Man and Incredible Hulk flyers. Under the stairs. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's the collection as it sits. And maybe I'll do another update. I'll just turn Pinball Magic off. It's not happy. I'll do another update in another 6 months or something and see what has changed. But yep, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.